I think we're going to finally be able to finish the shoe. Okay. Alright, all that's left. I finished gluing it. It's in there tight. It's fine. The only thing I kind of wish I would have done was not put that white spot on the fabric here. But, you know, it's easy to rectify. If it really bothers you, you can, like I said, make a hibiscus or something and glue it to the top. But I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Or you can make a medallion circle and put a medallion, or you can put your crystals across there. Any of that stuff will work, but I'm going to leave them the way it is. Okay, so I'm going to start my cording. I put this one on the inside of the shoe on this side, so I'm going to start the same one on the opposite side. So I don't know if you can see this or not, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cording. I've already sealed, I've already burned this off, so it's nice and there's no frayed ends on it, and it's not going to fray. And I'm going to put that in there like that and go all the way around the shoe. So what I need is some glue. And we're going to be working with minimum amounts of glue, so I use a needle and put the glue in. It actually makes a little ditch, and this is where your cording is going to just slip right in there. And what you're going to do is you're going to work this like this all the way around till you get to the other side. And it dries pretty fast, so you don't have to hold it that long. And like I said, if you get a little bit on the fabric, don't worry about it. It's going to dry clear. I need another pen. Okay, so I'm just going to keep working my way around. Sometimes if you got a really deep gully in these, you might have to put a little bit of extra glue in there, but it's not a problem. Just keep piling it in. Now you don't want to saturate this cording at all, because what's going to happen is it's going to change its color. And you don't want it to change its color. It's going to look like it's a different kind of cording altogether, because it's going to saturate and it's going to turn clear. And you want to keep the nice, pretty white color on this cording. It shows up a lot on the white. It may not show up. I've only used the white, the black, and the white and the gold. And so far, the only one that's actually ever saturated a lot is this white. Okay. And we're almost at the end. We're on the other side. Need a little more glue. Sometimes it helps too if you let the glue sit for a while, so it can get really, really sticky. Okay, can you see that? I hope you can. Okay, now we're close enough to the end where I'm going to make my cut. So get your scissors, and you want to add about, I give myself about 1/8 of an inch, and why I give myself that much is because when I burn it, I'm going to lose a little bit of it. But I don't want it too much more because I don't want a big overlap. So like I said, I give myself like 1/4 of an inch. So cut it. Alright, so that's been cut. Now Yep, I'm going to have to reglue that. So now I can take my lighter, and I'm going to burn it. It's not going to burn, it's not going to turn dark like a burn, it's just going to melt. And that's all there is to that. You just want to make sure it's... Now if you hold the flame on there, it will fry up and crisp up and turn dark, but you don't want that. So, okay, where am I? Here. Even though it came up and there's still glue over there, it just isn't sticky enough yet to hold it. So, I'm just going to keep going. Okay. Alright, now I'm at the join. Place where they're going to come together. And I'm going to try and tuck it in a little bit so that it's got a nice looking finish to it. And just use your fingers. Okay, and that's basically how you're going to make all of my shoes, if you want to make any of them. That's the same, well, what we just did is basically how I make all my shoes, except I changed the, like this is ribbon instead of cording. With the boots I'm going to use lace. I'm going to, next time I go to the store, I'm going to look for a bathroom mat or a kitchen sink mat that's rubber, and see if I can make my own rubberized shoe soles and cut the rubber so I can make like tennis shoes, but we'll see if I get that far. And anyway, that's my shoe. There's one and there's two. So that will go on the doll. Try the shoes on. Okay. There she is. Alright. And it looks pretty good. Might be out a little too much. But there's your shoes. If you don't like this much, you know, ruffle on her shoes like this, make it shorter. Just make it so it's not as ruffly. But you're going to have to put elastic in. You're going to have something that will stretch so you can get them on and off. Okay, so there's that. Alright. Okay. I got about 5 minutes left. We're going to make a visor for her. This was the first visor I made, like I said in the last video. So this time I'm going to make her a pink visor to match this outfit. Go over here. Now for the Journey Girl dolls, you're going to need, for this strip here, you're going to need a piece of fabric. I wrote this down, 14 inches long by 1.25 inches wide. And we're going to sew that on the visor itself. And then we're going to it doesn't seem like it's wide enough. It isn't wide enough. Okay, cancel that, because I forgot to put in the seam allowances. I cut it without the seam allowances. So we're going to have to recut this one. So instead of making it inch and a quarter, 1 1/4 inches wide for this visor. We're going to make it 1 3/4 inches wide. I forgot to add the seam allowances because there's a 1/4 inch here. Actually, I need another 1/4. Make it 2 inches wide. I don't know how I messed that up. But you live and learn. Okay, so 2 inches wide. And then we'll be able to make this. Let me see if I got this calculation correct. I'm in La La Land. Okay, I'm going to give you a different... I maybe I got the wrong piece of fabric. Okay, well, whatever. Let's stop right here, and then I'll come back and get the right measurements, and then we'll start the visor. Okay, bye.